Ladies and gentlemen, apes and bros, if there is one video about AMC that you need to watch, it is this one. If there is one video that you ever share with your friends, it is this one. If there is one video that you want to upvote on Reddit, it is this one. If you've been wondering whether or not AMC is going to squeeze, this is the video that you need to watch. Now listen up and listen up good. If you can't deal with the truth, maybe you should move on now. If you don't like real talk, maybe you should move on now. But if you have diamond hands, if you consider yourself an ape, you need to watch this video. And I'm going to challenge you. If at any point during this video you feel like, maybe I should sell AMC. Maybe you should sell AMC and allow somebody with diamond hands to buy it and hold it. Because that's the game plan, and that is the only way that AMC stock is going to squeeze. Now, I hope you feel interested in this, so let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the absolute best year ever. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to click that subscribe button, join the channel, and become a bro. Alright guys, let's get down to business. AMC stock. I read through all of the Reddit sub feeds, AMC stock feed, Wall Street bets. Listen, I know the movement is out there. I know there are apes out there, and I know there are people who literally have diamond hands out there. But I found an article today, and I believe that it's quintessential. We need to go through this article and then break it down and look at what's coming up for AMC. So let's jump right into this article, and then we're going to learn from it, all right? The article is titled, SEC filing shows we should have squeezed twice by now. And I agree with this, okay? Look, the squeeze should have happened twice by now. Each time AMC started bubbling up for liftoff, most recently about 3 weeks ago, it was dragged down by a massive million-plus share sell-off by Wanda at $14. Now, this is true. You can't have several million shares suddenly entering the supply side and have a squeeze, okay? Now, they've done this twice now. The share price has gone up to 14, Wanda sold off. Up to 14, Wanda sold off. And this is okay. We can't expect Wanda to have diamond hands. And they're divesting from AMC and reinvesting into other Chinese companies. Okay. I'll link the article down in the description below. Read through the whole thing. It's good. We're not going to go through all of it in here. But listen, on the much hyped quadruple witching day, Wanda sold off 13.5 million shares over 2 days. This obliterated the high demand, okay? Now, this is absolutely true. Let's go over what a short squeeze is really quick, just so we can remind ourselves and we don't forget the point here. A short squeeze happens because hedge funds and institutional investors have shorted the stock. Now, they're obligated to buy that stock back. Apes and diamond hands came around because we're willing to buy the stock, in this case AMC stock, and hold the stock. It doesn't matter what share price we're offered, we hold that stock, knowing that the institutional investors have to come back and continue to offer higher and higher and higher prices until we finally accept that price. Now listen, AMC shoots up to $14 per share, Wanda starts selling shares. We can go back down through this article, and it says in here, hopefully I can find it really quick, they're down to 30 million shares that they're currently holding as of April 9th from 45 million shares, okay? They've divested big, and they sell it every time the stock starts to go up and gets ready for blast off, okay? Now, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Wanda goes to zero. Let's say, for our sake, that only the apes hold AMC stock. And let's say everybody out there has agreed and is willing to hold on with diamond hands. This is the perfect recipe for a short squeeze, okay? Now, what do we need to worry about? We don't necessarily need to worry about Wanda anymore, right? In that situation, we've gone through these movements, up, down, up, down, up, down, almost squeeze, right? But now we need to worry about a monster so much bigger than Wanda. Wanda had 45 million shares. Imagine if 500 million shares could enter the market at any given time directly from AMC. Okay, that's what we're up against right now. This would be a beast 10 times the size, literally 10 times the size of what Wanda could ever do. Now imagine AMC starts to squeeze. AMC doesn't have to go out there and offer and issue all 500 million shares at the same time, and they probably wouldn't do so because the share price would go down so far, they wouldn't be making that much money off the newly issued shares. But imagine they took the same strategy as Wanda. Stock price goes up to $14, they sell. Stock price goes up to $14, they sell. Stock price. This would limit a squeeze from ever happening. Okay, and you might see interviews with the CEO on different YouTube channels. You might see interviews with the CEO of AMC stock on CNBC or different television stations, and he might convince you that it's in the best interest of shareholders and it's in the best interest of AMC to go ahead and issue these new shares because it's going to make the company leaner. They can pay down debt. They can reinvest in the business. They can go out there and acquire new theaters. Yes, it is in the best interest of the company to issue these new shares at an inflated price so that they can bring in more money and then go ahead and do whatever they want with it. That is true, okay? And they're going to make it sound great. That is true that the company could go out there and bring in so much more money. But the short squeeze will never happen if those 500 million shares are allowed to enter the market, okay? Listen, it could start to take off, boom, we're going to hit that new supply. Starts to take off, boom, we're going to hit that new supply. So they're going to make it sound good, guys. They're going to make it sound great. We need to know. This is a great example, and I thank FlyPenFly, whoever that is, for posting this article. If you think that 45 million shares being sold every time we get a bump is bad, imagine 500 million new shares that would do the exact same thing, okay? Keep that in mind moving forward, and when everybody tells you to vote yes, make sure that you vote no. Because, guys, I see it out there. I see the apes. I see the gorillas. I see the diamond hands out there. And here's the deal. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, if you don't believe, listen, at the end of the day, if you want to believe the media, if you want to believe the hedge funds, sell your shares of AMC right now because they're going to tell you that the short interest is almost back down to zero. They're going to tell you that AMC is worth nothing. They're going to tell you that AMC is worth a penny. We've seen the articles. We've seen the analysts. Okay, if you want to believe them, you got to sell your shares now to somebody who is willing to hold. Now, if you do have diamond hands, can you expect a squeeze? You can absolutely expect a squeeze if you believe that the short interest is still high. If you believe that AMC stock will not issue 500 million new shares and they won't have the ability to issue 500 million new shares. And I see prices, is $1,000 per share possible? Is $10,000 per share possible? In a short squeeze, yes. There is no limit. If you and I hold our diamond hands, these institutions would have to offer higher and higher and higher prices until infinity. Now, where does infinity happen? Because infinity won't happen. The margin call will happen and the banks will shut them down. So if you're looking for an absolute number on this is the maximum amount that we could possibly receive, all of the hedge funds that currently have short interest out there, okay, if they're not willing to cover their positions now, if they think that they can hold on, if they think that AMC is going to bail them out with the new issuance, here's what you can expect for a maximum price. And I haven't done the math. Maybe I'll do another video trying to figure out all the math on it and all that stuff. But listen, you could expect to wipe out all of the hedge funds that are shorting AMC stock, and that money would be yours and ours if the short squeeze happens, because the margin call comes in and they have to cover those positions, and they would have to do so before the banks lose their money, before the governments lose their money, and so on and so forth. So what the hedge funds have could be yours and could be mine. It's that simple in a short squeeze. But do not let anybody convince you that it's going to be a good idea for a short squeeze if there's 500 million new shares available for issuance. Now, guys, I know this was on a serious note. I know this was, kind of a deeper video here, but listen, there's a lot of people out there that believe that it's going to be a good thing for AMC, and it might be a good thing for the company, but it's not going to be a good thing for the diamond hands, for the apes, for the people out there wanting to see AMC stock go to the moon. If we're worried about fundamentals, AMC is going to trade at what AMC's worth. If we're worried about a short squeeze, AMC has no limit, okay? Think about it that way, and if you need, listen, right before we end this video, let's give one example, okay? Here's what happens in a short squeeze, and here's how high the price could go, and here's why you need to have diamond hands. Now, you might think AMC is not going to issue these new shares, right? Now, think about your cell phone real quick. Your cell phone might be worth, what, $500 to $1,000? If I were to say, I'm going to give you $50,000 for your cell phone right now, you'd probably take that, wouldn't you? Because I'm offering you a price 10 times what your cell phone is worth, 50 times what your cell phone is worth, right? That's what we're looking at here. Analysts are saying that AMC is worth 50 cents a share and the stock price is $10 per share, okay? Now, if we've got something that's 20x the actual value, of course, AMC is going to want to go out and they're going to want to issue new shares because that's exactly like you saying, of course I'm going to take $50,000 for my cell phone, right? It's only worth $1,000. Why would I not take $50,000? That's the situation they're faced with. So if you don't think that they're going to offer new shares, they will absolutely offer new shares. It's the exact same situation as somebody offering you $50,000 or $100,000 for your cell phone that you're using right now. Think about it that way, and you know they're going to issue those shares if they have a chance, so do not let them. All right, guys, and so listen, if you like the content on the channel, make sure to click that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel, become a bro. We're here every single day, and we're growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, there's a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account, and you're going to get a couple free stocks just for doing so, and AMC could be one of them. I'm seeing screenshots of AMC, and we've got an AMC promotion going on, so make sure to check that out down in the description below as well. And look, I said at the beginning of the video, this video needs to be shared. This message needs to be shared. So if you share it, make sure to tag me almost anywhere at Claybro, especially on Reddit. And I would love to follow you guys back and see what everybody's interested in investing in. Now, until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.